Alright guys, I had an okay day, dug a hole, then got myself back out of it again. This is my watch list for today: NKLA, NIO, HTZ, VXRT, and Workhorse. So that was my watch list here. And I actually had a live trade on VXRT that I'll go through, but I'm not going to show you the footage because I started recording it live. However, the stock moves so slow. The video is like 30 minutes long. It'd be brutal to watch, but you will see the trade here. But let's go to this. Let's talk about these NIO trades. This is my first two trades. So NIO at the open started weak. It pulled back and kind of bounced off VWAP here. So I took it short a little bit late, but it was setting up the pattern that I really like. I'm not really even sure this is late. You know, this is an entry I like. So I often trade something I call a bearish boot, and it usually dips further down and ends up like that. So what I really thought was going to happen, that this was going to go all the way to low of the day, and then maybe break through or react or bounce off of it. But no matter what, I was really feeling comfortable, that we were going to get down here and at least get back to the low of the day and test it. But unfortunately it didn't happen. It bounced up on me, so I stopped myself out. It went up to like 2808 or so, and then I went ahead and jumped back in short again, tried it again, and again I wanted the $28 mark to hold or I was going to get out. So I went in short again right there, and again got stopped out. So these are two stop outs right here. I was playing it short. It didn't work out either time, but I don't have an issue with my trading here. The only thing that when I look at this in retrospect, I don't like taking a trade short when the immediate volume matches the previous volume. So the fact that these are the same size, normally this would be something I wouldn't have taken short after seeing that, but then it kind of comes back down. It bounced off VWAP, and then on the candle that actually took it long, we have more bearish volume than bullish before it. So for that reason, I don't feel bad about the trade. And then we had lower bullish volume right after, which means it could be hesitating and the bears could take control. It didn't happen, but I don't mind these two trades, but it did dig me a bit of a hole. And then I started to climb out on Workhorse here, and Workhorse, this trade's hard to look at because I definitely committed a little error here and missed out on a really good opportunity. So I took Workhorse short right here, and what you're gonna see, I don't think I could have held through it no matter what here, but so I took it short, got a couple partials in. Then I started to worry that the move lower was over, so I took one more partial here, but then it kind of hung around, was forming a descending triangle of sorts or something close to it. So I started to think, okay, it is weak still, and the volume shows that it's weak. So I added back almost my entire position right here, got one partial here, took another one there. When I added in this add-in, it was successful because I did get a nice partial here, but my break-even point was up here. Once I did this add, my break-even point became somewhere in this area. So then when it started coming back up on me, I couldn't hang on. So I went ahead, and seeing that coming, I went all out right here. Now what's hard to look at is if I had maintained my original, if I hadn't done this add, I might have been able to hold through. And look at this, then the bottom falls right out of it, and 60 cents later it hits a bottom. So this ad was successful in that I made profit, but it brought my break even down too low and I missed the bigger move. So a bad ad overall. And to the trade of the day, and by that I mean this is one of the slowest trades I've ever been in ever. It took forever and didn't really go many places. So I started recording this live when I was in the middle of this trade, somewhere after these first two partials, because it was getting exciting. It was getting near 5. It looked like it was about to break down, and I started recording, and then this trade just took forever and didn't really do anything. And finally I'm out right here. So this is actually my best trade of the day, but it was so boring. Took it short right here as we pushed right under all these moving averages on the 1 minute chart, and we got right near VWAP on the 5 minute chart. and you know, really like my partials here. There was a huge bid at 550 on the level 2, so this whole time I was just really playing, wanting it to get down to 550. And so we go there. I took those two partials. It kind of comes up on me, but I really like what I see with the volume, which is bulls ran out and then the bears take back over. So I like that we threw a shooting star right there. So I went ahead and added back to my position big. So I'm basically back to my full position here, or like 2/3 of my original position. But I did bring my break-even point down lower with the add, of course. So I keep on going and I get near 550. I take a couple of partials here and here, and I was really holding on to a pretty big share size at this point because 550 had a huge bid, and then there's also huge bids at 545, and then if we still had some steam, although it was obvious we didn't have enough, there's another big bid around the 530 mark, I believe. So I have a big position right here, really hoping we're going to find a way to break through this 550 level and get down to 545. It never really happened. It came back up, we fought back down, and it was kind of a fight back and forth. Eventually it became clear that the bulls had control, and so I didn't let it get back to my break even. I went ahead and went out a little early right here and called it a day. But this trade was my most profitable, but golly, did it take forever. And if you do the math on it, I mean, I did good because where my partials were located, but 570 was my entrance and my best exit was 552, I believe. So just over the course of 45 minutes to get a stock just to move like 20 cents. So it was very slow but profitable.